Today we are talking about 5 ways to make your brand simply infectious or irresistible. Okay, so guys, if you don't know me yet, once again, my name is Coach Dallas Gordon, ecomcashqueen.com. I'm your e-commerce coach, your marketing strategist, speaker, and author, guys. And I am here to help you to increase awareness, traffic, and sales, and to get these coins in the digital space, as well as to create the life of freedom that you want, need, and deserve. So guys, today we are talking about irresistible brands. We are talking about those brands that you really just can't get enough of. Those people that you just can't get enough of their content. You just have to follow them. You just have to take out your credit card. You just have to buy from them. And I know that some of you have really, really wonderful, phenomenal businesses. And what you really want to know is, how do I get my audience from just clicking, just viewing, just liking to actually buying, dropping those coins? How do I do that? So we are going to get into it. But before I do, I want to invite you guys to a special Amazon workshop. Okay, so if you aren't selling on Amazon yet, you want to know more about it, or you're selling and you're not happy with your results, I would like you to definitely sign up for this free workshop that I'm hosting on next Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. The link is pinned below. So here are some things, guys, that I want you to take away with you today to make your brand more infectious. And I want you guys to write something down. I have a little infographic that you can keep on your phone. You can save it. You can also share it on social media as well, and tag me in at ecomcashqueen.com. And if you text hashtag brand me to 31996, that infographic will be sent to you. Let's get started. The number one thing, guys, that is going to make your brand absolutely infectious is your story. We all have a very, very powerful story to tell, and I don't want you to think that nobody wants to hear it, okay? Your story is very interesting, and your story is what makes you stand out and helps people to really identify with you. So let me tell you something. There are billions of people on this planet. There's enough to go around for every single one of us. There's enough people to fill every business, every church, every doctor's office, every lawyer's office. There are enough people to buy from you, and your tribe is out there. So if you think that no one wants to hear your story, think again. And don't be afraid to boldly and authentically tell your story. Your messaging. Because I want to know, and the world wants to know, what are you saying? So if you could describe a message that you want to, if you want to get a message out to your audience in one sentence, guys, I want you to write this down. What would you say? Because you want to make sure that your message is bleeding through in all of your marketing, in your brand. That everything that you do, that bleeds through in all that you do. Okay, so I am always tweaking my message, and I take every single thing that I put out there, whether it's a simple social media post, very seriously, because I want to make sure that I'm compelling my audience and that I am really expressing what I want to say. But if you don't know what your message is and you don't know what you're actually saying, it's hard to do that, right? It's really hard to do that. So I want you guys to ask yourself, what are you saying? The value. What are you sharing? What kind of content are you giving to your audience? And we're not talking about giving everything away. One thing my coach reminds us of often is that the devil is in the details. You don't want to give away all of the details, right? But you still want to provide excellent value to your audience. So let me kind of give a little example. There's somebody that I follow, and I really admire him, and I really do admire his message, and I really admire how he motivates people. And just listening to him one time, you will be ready to take over the world, right? And I really, really admire him. So I have been following him for a really, really long time. And when he puts out things that you can buy, like he has a really big audience, and he can really price his offers low and still really have a great payday. But anyway, he puts out his offers. And at first I was like really buying his stuff, because if I really like you and I get value from you, I am going to take out my credit card and buy from you. I don't have a problem doing that, okay? So I brought his stuff in. I got his stuff, and I was like, oh, this is the same thing that you've been sharing. This is all your Instagram story videos and stuff, and you took this stuff and you made a product. Now, there is a strategy where you can take replays from your workshops and things, and you can sell them. You can do like a free workshop, and it's a great strategy to take, the information from your freebie and turn it into a paid offer. But this is just like little Instagram shorts and things like that we've all seen because we follow him. So the first time I spent money with him on his paid stuff, it was like, I don't think I'm going to buy from you again. So then he came out with another program a little while later, a little higher price. I'm like, okay, for $99, this has to be better. Like, he must be putting his good meat in there. And same thing. It was recordings from his Instagram shorts and the same stuff, just packaged differently. This time it was audios. I was very, very disappointed, and I didn't like the value that I got. I didn't find it valuable. Okay? So it's very, very important that anytime you get a chance to get attention, to get somebody's attention, and you're center stage and they're paying attention to you, whether or not your content is free or paid. And God forbid, don't let your free stuff be excellent and exciting and motivating. And then when somebody buys from you, they're like, oh, you didn't put any effort at all into what you were selling to that person. So be careful of that as well. So some of us are selling things that don't even match up with our free content. It's like real bad. It's real bad. So I pride myself on the long list of reviews and testimonies that follow me. And I want to make sure that when I associate my name with something that is excellent. So if you can think of one word, guys, that you would want someone to pin on your brand, what's that one word? I want you guys to put it in a comment. What is one? Because mine is excellence. I want for people that experience my brand and say, wow, she really does things in excellence. This is really an excellent experience. What is your word? What do you want people to think of when they experience your brand? So your impact is the long-lasting effect that you're leaving behind. What is the long-lasting effect that you're leaving behind? So people, you just aren't on people's mind right now, but you're on people's mind later. You're on people's mind tomorrow. I love it when I get messages from people that say, hey, can I talk with you about your services? I want to start this, or I want to grow my coaching business, or I want to do e-commerce. I want to learn how to get more traffic and sales to my business. And I say, well, yes, let's talk about that. How did you find out about me? And they say, wow, well, I knew in the internet streets that if I needed these things, you would be the first person I would come to. And that blesses my socks off, because that's called impact, right? It's impact. Whose lives are you changing? When someone thinks about your product or service, or they know that they need this upgrade in their business, they think of you. And one thing I want to share, guys, is that anyone in this world, whether or not they can spend $1 with you or whether or not they can spend $1 million with you, is worth it. And they are one thought away to their breakthrough, and their financial breakthrough, their financial change, their mind change. The last one, guys, is consistency. This is real important. So what I want to say is that being consistent with colors and shapes and all those things aren't as important, but they are important. Okay, your appearance does matter. Like, for instance, if you want to get a date, I always got to go there. Somebody that meets you out in the street, for the first time, they're probably not going to talk to you if you're looking a mess. I mean, they might, if that's the type of stuff they like, but most likely you'll be more approachable if you look better. I've experienced that. Like, it seems like when I go out looking like this, like at my best, I'm all shined up and clean, my ponytail's brushed up, all that nice stuff, and I'm actually putting forth the effort, I get way better response from people, women and men. Everybody wants to hold my doors and assist me. And it's sad that we're that shallow as humans, but we really, really are. Now, if I go out just looking a mess with my hat on, my cap on, didn't wash my face yet, I'm just running out to grab something real quick, and I'm just looking at a serious trifling mess, I don't get as much of a good response, to be honest with you. People just look at me and they just keep going. It's kind of sad, but what I'm trying to say is that it's not 100% about what's within, guys. Some of it, your external experience matters, and that's how humans are. So somebody's not going to walk up to you and say, I just sense that you have a beautiful soul in this shopping market line, and I just wanted to stop you and meet you and talk to you. People are not going to do that. I'm just saying. In the average, on a regular day, people are not going to do that. So, it does matter how you look. It does matter how polished your brand is, but it is not the most important thing. So I don't want you to get caught up in the looks of your brand too much, because colors, banners, new logos, images are not going to save you, and they aren't going to get you paid. I can promise you that. So if you have a brand and you're over obsessed with like rebranding yourself all the time, changing your colors, changing your logos, changing the way everything looks, it's nice. It's a cherry on top, but it is not what's going to make people want to take out their credit cards and buy from you, because people really don't care about that stuff. Okay? So make sure that you're consistent with how you show up. Consistency with your messaging, consistency with all of those things. The way that your brand looks is the cherry on top. It's important, but you want to make sure that the person, the voice behind the brand is really clear as well. Okay, guys? So those are 5 things to make your brand absolutely infectious. Thank you so much for coming in. Once again, your girl Dallas Gordon, Coach D, ecomcashqueen.com. Don't forget to register for the free workshop below if that subject interests you, and if you want the infographic from today, which highlights all of these steps beautifully for you, simply text hashtag brand me, okay, to the number 31996. I love you guys. Continue to be prosperous. Be blessed. Whatever you put your hands to, don't you forget, it shall prosper. If you believe and you show up for yourself, it's going to happen for you today. So have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye, guys.